I feel like it's been a minute since we've like just sat down and really done an in-depth makeup routine. I just did my Dyson curls earlier and I'm still letting them fall, but we needed to like catch up and just do an updated makeup routine. I'm not doing anything crazy tonight, just a chill dinner, so I felt like this would be the perfect time. I'm loving the Road Glazing Mist. I like it for prep, but I also like it if you want to do a makeup refresh. Also, I'm not a beauty guru. Like, take everything I say with a grain of salt. Like, I am self-taught. I have no idea what I'm doing. But yesterday, I had my makeup on since like 8 a.m. and then I had to refresh it for night. I had to leave the house at 7 p.m. But I was like, I'm not going to take all this makeup off. So I did the Road Glazing Mist and then like layered a little bit of makeup on top of it. I think it came out flawless. Charlotte Tilbury Unreal Sheer Glow Skin Tint. I'm in the shade 7 Medium. This, honestly, first time I tried it, not obsessed. I was like, ooh, I don't get the hype. And then I don't know what it was, but I kept trying it. And I was like, wait, it's so good. It's so subtle. A lot of times I just wear this as is for the base and that's pretty much it because it really evens things out, but in a very subtle way. I also have so many fun new products that I do want to try, but also like for the purpose of just being like a real updated makeup routine, I don't want to try. But I have these like fun things from Refi, also the new Patrick Ta concealers. Now is not the time. Maybe I should do a video where it's like trying all new makeup because that could be fun. But I think it's hard to try all new makeup at once because then you're like, wait, what did I like and what did I not like? Something that actually is a new product, the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation Reformulated, which actually I have a pump somewhere. I literally hate taking it out of the bottle. I actually prefer this new formula to the OG one because it's just a little thinner. I feel like it's just more blendable. It's not as drying. As someone who just doesn't really like love foundation, I love this. The right amount of coverage. Love to play music right now, but obviously on YouTube you get copyrighted. But I'm obsessed with the new Don Toliver album. Like it is all I've been listening to on repeat. And I am a huge Don Toliver fan. Like I have loved all of his albums. I feel like all of these new fans, which I love for new fans to come, but like all these people are coming out of the woodwork acting like they've been a fan. The Summer Fridays lip stains are so good. I probably should have put this on first. It's pretty much like the same color as my skin, which I like. So subtle. Like it's almost like you can barely tell that you have it on, but it's like the right, like, I don't know. I don't know why I have to explain every single thing I do. This has to be my favorite product that I've ever used. I don't know. This is the Say Beauty Sun Melt. I am in the shade medium bronze and I just dip my brush right into it. This just like, I don't even know, like it literally melts into your skin. This color is perfect. And even when I'm pale, like I do have a little bit of a face tan on right now, which I feel like is still developing. But even when I'm pale, it just makes you look like you just went to the beach and you're on vacation. Like it's just the most perfect product ever. I don't even know how to describe it. I've never used anything like this. And I even put it right in my eyes. I would say it's really just like that true bronze, if you know what I mean. Recently started to do bronzer before concealer or anything else. And I think it comes with the best result because I used to always do my concealer first and then bronzer and blush, whatever else. I think this order is better. The Patrick Ta medium eyeshadow palette. This has just been the only thing I really reach for. I take these two browns in the middle on a little angled brush. I don't know if you can see. Just this little angled brush. And I do this right after the bronzer. You make the teeniest little wing. And I like to do it at this step because then you can clean it up with concealer. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just going for like a little smokiness. I don't want to make it even smokier. So I have the shadow. And then I'm going to take a Makeup by Mario. Shade Plum. This is my favorite shade. And just kind of trace over it. But go crazy like that. Like it's not going to look cute at first. Truly, the messier the better. And then I just take my finger and go crazy. Upper and lower lash lines It's so subtle. This is how I think, I don't like a smoky eye, but this is like my version of a smoky eye because I don't want to commit to the whole thing because that's really scary. So this is just like a little messy. It gives you a pop of color. And plum liner looks good on everyone, regardless if you have light eyes, even if you have dark eyes. I think plum is just so nice. So see how it's kind of like just trust the process. It's gonna look really good. To start with eyes before concealer, so then you can fix everything up. But I'm going with these lighter shades and just pushing that all over my crease. I went to a Makeup by Mario masterclass in the fall, and something he said that I will never forget is that you have to remember to put shadow right here. And I do feel like it makes a difference, which I feel like is crazy because I would usually never put shadow there. Back in with that angled brush. And then just redefining the wing. For brows, I've been using the Kosas Brow Pop Nano, which I do love. I just feel like I'm a little fatigued of all my brow products. And I said this in a TikTok, I don't know if with age, which I'm not even like with age, I'm 26, I feel like my eyebrows are getting more sparse. Like I used to have like full, gorgeous eyebrows, but I feel like they're like in the middle, there's some sparse spots. And I don't even get my eyebrows done, I just tweeze them myself. And I don't feel like I ever over tweeze them. So I don't know, I'm kind of thinking about micro needling, but also that's really scary because I don't want these like crazy dark eyebrows that I won't be able to fix. I do like this one, the Kosas. It's super easy to use. I am in the shade medium brown. Top it with a little bit of the Rare Beauty brow gel, which also I have to say this is definitely one of my more liked brow gels, but I'm super picky about brow gels just because I don't like that laminated look and I feel like I don't have a lot to work with. So I don't know, and I don't like when they're tinted and they go all over the place. Maybe I'm the problem. More than usual lately, I'm really obsessed with the pocket blushes from Rhode in the shade Toasted Teddy, which I have been wearing this blush since it came out. It blends out gorgeously. And I think when I went darker with my hair, I was really like, oh wow, I need to be using these berry blushes. Because I felt like when I had the bleach blonde hair, I don't know, I was doing like hot pink blush, but that was also like a thing of the time. This is almost like a bronze, what do they call it? A blush bronzer. Like it gives you this gorgeous pop of color. Literally nothing new here. My concealer combo. This is Kosas in the shade Magic, and it's just this light pink. You do not need a lot at all, so I layer it and I do that first. This little pink concealer on its own is stunning. Like it literally looks like you got 100 hours of sleep. Kosas was also one of my favorite brands of 2025. I feel like I never really experienced their makeup to like the fullest extent. Does that make sense? Like I don't know why I never tried it. Also of Hourglass, like this just will never change for me. With Kosas, I never really like tried all of their products. I always liked their concealer, but to be honest, most of the day, especially when I'm doing like a lighter beat, I could do a full face of Kosas without even realizing. But the Hourglass concealer for like going out glam, it's just that girl. Like it's been years now and I have not found a better concealer. It makes you look airbrush. I think it's literally called the airbrush concealer or something like that. Probably gone through like 15 of these concealers. Liking this small concealer brush. Most of my brushes are also Hourglass. I think they have the best brushes, but I like the small one because you really get concentration on where you need. I do this part last, so it's like a little tacky, and just pull up. And this gives you that like snatched effect. And you see how we just perfected that wing? Like I don't know how to do a sharp wing, but it looks like I do because your concealer fixes it. I also was recently, wow, I've been going to a lot of makeup classes recently, but I was at a class, it was Michael Anthony, I believe. He's Ariana Grande's makeup artist. And he was saying that you really want the lighter parts to be like here in the center of your face. So then when you're taking photos or people look at you, like it's like, I don't know, the way he explained it like made a lot more sense than what I'm saying. I was like, oh wow, that makes so much sense. But I am actually gonna take the bigger brush just because I feel like it needs a good blend. And right here, I just carved this out. That's like my favorite part of concealer, going right under my contour. I go back in with the brush we used for the bronzer, and I don't add any more product onto the brush, but I just go right on top of it because you do have product left over on it, and I feel like this seamlessly blends everything together. Like the base is basing. Kosas Cloud Set in the shade Cotton Candy, I think it is. Not Translucent Candy Rose. Why did I think it was Cotton Candy? I don't know. And I think this looks super intimidating because it kind of is like a bright pink. For brightening the under eyes, it is so gorgeous. Just take it on a powder puff. And I don't really bake, I just kind of press it into the skin. This is like your face act in real life. Like literally beauty filter on, but in real life it blurs and like, oh my God, it's just, I can't even say enough. Like the results speak for themselves. Everything else, I take the Cloud Set, but this is the baked powder in the shade Buttery. Take like kind of a fluffier brush and just go on top of anywhere else. I go under here, swoop it under my eyes, because why not? Skin looks insane. It looks so smooth. This big fluffy brush. I've been loving the Rare Beauty bronzer. I think that it's new, I'm pretty sure. If not, it's newer to me. This is the shade Warmed Up, and I just take the fluffiest, fattest brush and go all over. Also, I have realized I used to buy the darkest shade of bronzer because I just was like, the darker the better, like the orangier the better. I want to be tan AF. That was probably the Jersey girl in me speaking. But since I've used warmer bronzer, since I've started using lighter bronzers that are actually probably my shade, I feel like my makeup looks better because it's my shade and it doesn't look like I have chunks or orange streaks on my face. So I think that this is a lighter bronzer of the shade range. And like, yeah, it makes sense, but I just want it to be as orange as possible. This bronzer specifically, just so good. It really does warm up the whole face. I love a bronzy look. Like I'm always gonna go for a bronzy look. I don't ever wanna do that color analysis thing because if they tell me that bronzy is not my look, or they tell me that like silver is my color when all I wear is gold, I'm still gonna wanna wear what I wanna wear, you know? For blush on top of this, this is the Super Suede Say in the shade Grazi. Grazi? Hope I'm saying it right. This is really more of a neutral blush, but I like it because it has like the teensiest bit of a shimmer in it. For good measure, just because I can't help myself and I do have blush blindness, I'm also gonna go in with the Kosas Blushes Life in the shade Wavelength because I love a red blush and I just feel like your makeup is not done without just like a kiss of red. Usually in the summer, I go full on red, like Patrick Ta. I think it's called Left Me on Red. That's one of my favorite blushes ever. Freckle pen. This is Freckly Page Vine. I don't know. I got it on Amazon. I like it. I'm not too picky about my freckle pens, but I do like the shape of this. I don't know if you can see. It has like almost like a ball tip. I think freckles were like one of the best things to ever like come on the scene for makeup because it's my favorite part. Always go over, like this is a real freckle that I have, I always make it darker. Like every now and then I accidentally make it too dark and then someone will be like, oh, you have something on your face. And I'm like, no, that's just my fake freckle. That did happen only one time to me, but it did happen. And I was like, wait, there's nothing on my face. They're like, yeah, right there. And I was like, oh, it's supposed to be there. So if I ever have like a little blemish and it's in like, honestly, this whole lower half of my face, I turn it into a freckle because if you can't cover it up, just make it a freckle. This is so random, but it's Tarte Smolder Eyes in the shade Gaze. And I just think it's the perfect highlighter stick. I always use it right underneath my brow bone. And then a little bit on this inner corner. And also a little bit of this Kosas Shiny Objects in the shade Haloed. And I just go in with my finger and lightly go on these high points, especially on my nose, which also it's so crazy because I don't like I would never go for a compact highlighter, but this is different. Like the way that it's almost like it's not a cream, but it's like, to me, it's like almost not a powder, but I think it like technically is. I don't know. It's a nice glow. I don't want like glitter all over my face. This is just so good. And the darker shades of this, I love to put on my eyes. And obviously this is not a going out finished makeup look without Space Cowboy. It has been, I think, like years of me always wearing Space Cowboy, and I still to this day get so many questions on my eye look when it's literally just Space Cowboy. I put it right on my finger and then I just go all the way up to my brow bone, and it looks like you do a whole eyeshadow look when I have no idea what I'm doing. I really don't think there's any dupes for Space Cowboy. Like, I think people have tried. I don't know what Urban Decay has done to this, but it's not dupable. Curling these lashes. Okay, this has been my absolute favorite L'Oreal Extensionist mascara in the shade True Brown. Look, just looks a million times better with brown mascara because it's such a dark brown that you really can't even tell that it's brown, but it does make a difference. That's just one coat and it already looks like that. And when I do my mascara, I really try to like pull it to this outer corner just to kind of like extend the wing that we already created. Now going back in with that angled brush and then picking up a little bit of this brown, we're just gonna re-emphasize that wing and then drag whatever is left right on this lower lash line. Never do mascara on my bottom lashes because it just does not look good on me. But the shadow underneath is perfect. Like, it makes such a big difference. Those purpley undertones from before are still there, but it just brings everything together. We'll hit it with a little bit of setting spray. Another Kosas product. This is the Kosas Cloud Set, which I feel like this setting spray is not talked about enough. Like, oh, it's so good. Now for lips, my liner is in my bag from last night. Summer Fridays in the shade Toffee. This is just like the most perfect nude that's not orange or gray. On this bottom part, I just flick it up. Like, the difference of starting from the bottom, then dragging it down, it makes your lip look so much fuller. Always just overline these middle pieces and then connect with your natural lip shape. Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick right in the middle. Finishing this with a little Patrick Ta in this shade. I think this is Milk Tea. Yes, this is the shade Milk Tea. So glossy. Patrick Ta smells so good. That is the final. I feel like it came out even better today than it usually does. This routine, to me, you can't feel the makeup on your face, which is my biggest issue with makeup because I just hate feeling overstimulated. I hate when your hair is getting stuck to your face. Like, my hair might get stuck to my lips because this is very glossy, but nothing transfers. Everything is just like nice, clean, put together, and it's like the perfect bronzy, glowy look. I have one makeup look. This is it. If I'm doing my no makeup look, it's just no foundation and no mascara. Pretty much everything else remains the same. But that is the look. It was so nice to like actually sit down with you guys. I know I've been doing vlogs, but I have a new YouTube video for you every single Friday right here on YouTube. I'm so excited for everything coming up because like a lot of exciting things in the near future. But thank you so much for watching. I love you and I will see you next week.